my gosh! T.I. and Tiny are about to become grandparents, y'all. But hold on to your wigs because this isn't your typical happy family announcement. The tea is scalding hot and it's all about King Harris and his girlfriend. Now, besties, you know I always keep it real with you, so let me break it down. People online are losing their minds over the age difference between King and his baby mama. I'm talking major side-eye emojis all over social media. Some folks are even saying she looks older than Tiny herself. Can you believe it? Talk about a May-December romance. But here's where it gets juicier than a Georgia peach. T.I., being the protective papa bear we all know him to be, is reportedly not happy about this situation at all. And can you blame him? It's not just the age gap that's got him worried. Word on the street is that T.I. thinks King's girlfriend might be a gold digger. Yep, you heard that right. He's concerned she's more interested in King's bank account and fame than his heart. Ouch. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. The already strained relationship between T.I. and King. This baby news is like throwing gasoline on an already raging fire. These two have been butting heads for a while now, and this latest development is only going to make things messier than a toddler eating spaghetti. But wait, it gets even wilder. King Harris straight up confronted his daddy T.I., accusing him of being a no-show dad and treating him badly while he was growing up. And get this confrontation happened just hours after they had a fiery blow-up at a Falcons game where T.I. ended up putting King in a headlock. I mean, talk about family game night gone wrong. Let me break down what went down at that Falcons game because it's crazier than a reality TV show finale. King got into it with some random dude and T.I. jumped in to play peacemaker. But instead of calming down, King acted like he couldn't care less that his pops was there. He kept yelling at the top of his lungs, "I stand on business." T.I. tried to check his son, telling him he was embarrassing himself and the whole family with all that tough guy act. But King wasn't having any of it. It got so heated that T.I. reportedly had to put King in a headlock just to remind him who's the daddy. Can you imagine? That's some WWE level drama right there. After that video blew up all over the internet faster than a viral TikTok dance, King took to Instagram to defend himself. He posted, "I stand on business. I don't give a f who you are. I don't give a f who you are. MFer cannot play in my face. Not going for that. I am a grown man now. And if I'm a mistake, just say that. Stop making the world think you with me when you don't." Whew, the tea is scalding. Now, for those of you who might not know, King Harris isn't just riding on his daddy's coattails. He's trying to make a name for himself as a rapper. But here's where it gets messy. King's been pushing this whole "I came up from nothing" hood rapper vibe. Even though we all know he grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth. He's out here trying to convince folks he had it rough like those rappers who really came from the streets. But honey, we all know the truth. And let's not forget, this isn't the first time King's been out here acting wild. Remember that Waffle House incident? He was flexing on the staff like he owned the place, just because his daddy's famous. And don't even get me started on that tacky stunt with the homeless man and the chip challenge. That was just plain cruel, and he showed zero remorse. Not a good look, King. But hold up, besties, because there's more to this story than meets the eye. In that Instagram post, King dropped a truth bomb that's got me shook. He said, "If I'm a mistake, just say that. Stop making the world think you F with me when you don't." Ouch. That's some deep-seated family drama right there. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Despite what T.I. and Tiny tried to make us believe during their reality show days, King wasn't just some spoiled rich kid. Sure, he had all the luxuries money could buy, but get this, he was actually raised by his grandma right in the heart of the hood. Not behind some fancy gated community, but smack dab in the middle of real life.
And it's a lot about that TV show, man, that got people confused. Because I live with my grandma. You know, we'll go to the house on like a weekend. They'll say, "Hey, we shooting today. We need y'all at the house." They'll come get me from my grandma's house. And right after we done, when them cameras go off, I'm right back to my grandma's house.
Can you believe it? King was only hanging out with T.I. and Tiny on weekends when they were filming their show. As soon as those cameras stopped rolling, he was right back at his grandma's house in the hood. Talk about living a double life. But wait, there's more. King wasn't the only one living apart from T.I. and Tiny. None of the kids we saw in that family hustle house were actually living there full time. It's like they were all playing pretend for the cameras.
Okay, so I would say what hurt me would be like, I'm honestly like my mom being like with Tip all the time.
Damn.
Like,
timestamp that.
not timestamp that. I feel like even now and today, like that's how it is. Like they're just tied to the hip. But now I'm grown, so it's like I can't really. But it's like they rather go places with each other. So anytime he gotta go, she gotta go. She gotta go, he go. It's just like.
Monique, King's sister, spilled some serious tea about how T.I. and Tiny were always glued together. It's like they were in their own little world while the kids were scattered all over the place. Now here's where we need to get real for a second, besties. King might be throwing shade at his parents left and right, but it's clear he's got some serious identity issues going on. He's caught between two worlds, the hood life he grew up in and the lavish mansion lifestyle he sees on TV. It's no wonder he's acting out. Fans online are having a field day speculating about King's behavior. Some are saying he's young and sad. He built his identity on who his dad is, but has to be his own person and have his own lane. Others are defending T.I., saying T.I. did the right thing. To his disrespect, he checked him where he disrespected him. But let's be real for a second. This whole situation is a prime example of what happens when you spoil children and never hold them accountable for their actions. Eventually, they're going to disrespect you and show you exactly what everyone else has been talking about. It's a tough lesson, but it's the truth. Now, I want to hear from you, besties. What do you think about this whole messy situation? Is King justified in his anger towards T.I., or is he just being a spoiled brat? And what about T.I. and Tiny's parenting style? Should they have been more present in their kids' lives instead of just showing up for the cameras? This family drama is beyond wild and downright heartbreaking. King Harris beefing with his own dad is shocking enough, but T.I. allegedly ghosting all his kids? That's a whole new level of family dysfunction. Whew, that's a lot of drama to unpack, besties. It just goes to show that money and fame don't always equal a happy family. Sometimes, the richest people have the poorest relationships. So, what do you think will happen next in this family saga? Will King and T.I. be able to patch things up, or is this the beginning of an even bigger family feud? And let's not forget about that upcoming grandbaby. How will that change the family dynamics? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, loves. I want to hear your hot takes on this sizzling situation. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the latest tea. Until next time, stay fabulous, stay informed, and remember, family drama happens to everyone, even the rich and famous. You are watching Gossip. Goodbye!